Good morning, Sugar Plums. It's Friday, May 9th, and the world is serving hot policies, intercontinental tensions, corporate cutbacks, and believe it or not, a brand new American Pope. We've got mushroom trials, wildfires, and the CDC getting a makeover like it's headed to prom. So grab your coffee, hide from your kids for 5 blessed minutes, and let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, let's dive in. Politics and power plays. Trump's transgender military ban enforced. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has confirmed enforcement of a Trump-era policy banning military service by individuals diagnosed with or treated for gender dysmorphia. Backed by a 2019 Supreme Court decision, the policy authorizes the discharge of up to 1,000 active-duty transgender troops and gives others 30 days to self-identify before medical records are reviewed. Supporters say the move strengthens unit readiness and ensures deployability. Critics, including veterans groups and LGBTQ+ advocates, argue it's discriminatory and strips willing, capable individuals of the right to serve. The policy, previously halted under President Biden, is now back in effect, reigniting a national debate about identity, military service, and what readiness really means. Whether you see this as a return to order or a step backwards, one thing's clear. The culture war isn't just alive, it's active duty. UK and US signed trade deal, polished or powerful? President Trump and Prime Minister Rishi Sunak have signed a narrowly tailored trade agreement lifting US tariffs on British steel, aluminum, and cars, while the UK eases duties on the American beef and ethanol. It's being celebrated by both administrations as a post-Brexit victory and a nod to industrial diplomacy, but don't expect fireworks. Economists on both sides say it's less of a breakthrough and more of a reset button, patching up trade tensions rather than unlocking sweeping new opportunities. Still, it gives both leaders something to show constituents. Trump gets to flex his pro-industry message, and Sunak can say he strengthened UK-US relations, but critics note it leaves major sectors like tech and finance untouched, so it's more symbolic than seismic. CDC gets a congressional makeover because apparently science needed a PR team. In a plot twist that only 2025 could deliver, Congress is moving to restructure the CDC. A new bipartisan bill loosely held together with duct tape and mutual side eyes proposes shifting pandemic response duties to a separate office under the Department of Health and Human Services. Why? Because apparently the CDC wasn't clear enough during COVID, which, let's be real, was also caused by people arguing over whether viruses care about your voting record. Republicans say the CDC failed to communicate with the public and left states scrambling. Democrats agree reform is needed, but warn against turning science into a soundbite. Meanwhile, the CDC is basically whispering, "We were doing science. Stand up. Sorry if it lacked punchlines." Let's be honest, COVID was the first time a virus got red and blue state coverage. And now, instead of funding public health like grown-ups, Congress is giving it a makeover like it's on an episode of Queer Eye for the immunocompromised. One side wants tighter control, the other side wants scientific integrity. And the CDC, they just want people to stop coughing into their hands. So to recap, we're reconstructing science because some folks thought mask mandates were a personal attack. We're banning troops who passed basic training but failed the gender binary. And we're calling baby trade deals historic, like we didn't just survive a whole tariff tantrum. Now let's hit the rest of the headlines like they're coming at us on 2x speed because your coffee is kicking in and your toddler's already too quiet. It's the world in fast forward. History made. First American Pope elected. Say hello to Pope Leo XIV, formerly Robert Prevost, the first American to wear the white. The Vatican just went red, white, and holy. India-Pakistan tensions rise. U.S. bows out. VP J.D. Vance says the U.S. won't intervene in renewed Kashmir clashes. It's giving, we have enough drama at home. Good luck out there. Aaron Patterson trial, mushroom mystery deepens. 3 dead, 1 mushroom lunch, and a courtroom full of heartbreak. In Australia, the Aaron Patterson trial continues with emotional testimony and no shortage of disbelief. Soviet Venus probe crashes to Earth. Cosmo 482 finally came home after ghosting Earth for 53 years. NASA says, oops. Russia says, ours. We say, please not in my backyard. UK wildfires surge amid record heat. Britain's on fire, literally. Record heat has sparked wildfires across the countryside. Reminder, climate change isn't just a mood, it's a whole arsonist now. Panasonic to cut 10,000 jobs. The tech giant is downsizing 4% of their workforce after profit plummeted. Turns out even robots need job security. May Day protests go global from Paris to Tokyo to New York. Workers took to the streets on May 1 demanding justice, wages, and a system that actually works. The 50501 movement led massive U.S. marches, proving the revolution will be live streamed. Tell me something good. Girl Scouts break cookie sales record. Donate proceeds to shelter families. A troop of Girl Scouts in Minnesota just smashed the regional cookie sales record, and instead of pocketing the profits for camp, they used the funds to rent out hotel rooms for families experiencing homelessness. Thin Mints with a side of humanity? Yes, please. When asked why they chose to give instead of spend, one scout said, because everyone deserves somewhere warm to sleep, and we already have tents. Go ahead and cry. I know I did. And that's your Friday download, friends. We covered everything from mushroom mysteries to military policies to a literal American Pope. If the world's gonna keep spinning like a plot twist, you'd better stay tuned. So go on, like, follow, and subscribe on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Because the news may be a mess, but at least we keep it cute, clear, and caffeinated. Catch you next time. Same sass channel, same sass machine. See you tomorrow.